So today we are going to talk a little bit about the color blue. Let me just go behind my seat first of all, and then we're going to do this. Yes, so today I'm sporting blue. Actually, I'm wearing a darker shade of blue. So let me sit down, let's talk. Okay, so stick with us. Okay, after you watch this video, wait for the second one. We have passion fruits here, and we're going to be prepping them. Okay, a whole basket. I have a whole basket. Also, I have them in a blue basket, okay? But first of all, I just want to talk a little bit about colors and things like that. Okay, so blue, 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 and what it represents or what it symbolizes. So let's dive right in and let's see what the color blue represents. You know, blue, each of the colors, they come in different shades, so you can actually spot any of the shades you like, okay? But let's talk a little bit. So the color blue generally symbolizes tranquility, trust, loyalty, and stability. But its meaning can be different, okay, based on the context. While often associated with positive attributes like calmness, confidence, and creativity, the darker shades can sometimes represent sadness or coldness. Culturally, blues symbolize different things, okay, culturally for different people, different cultures, okay? So it shifts, right? So for example, it can represent mourning for some people. Some people wear black, right? The color black for mourning, while some other people wear the color blue for mourning, okay? Now, just to digress a little bit, in this country where I live in, they love the shade deep blue, this dark blue, even darker than this. They wear it a lot. Mostly on this island, let me just be specific, okay, because maybe it's not all of them, but this is what you see. You will quickly notice that, okay, even during their wedding, most of their men will not wear like black suit. They will rather wear navy blue. Okay, so different countries, different cultures, different meaning to these things. Let's proceed. The positive meanings. Tranquility and peace. Blue is often seen as a calming color that promotes serenity and can lower heart rate and blood pressure. Trust and loyalty. It is frequently used to convey reliability, and it is a popular choice for brands and professions where trust is essential, such as law enforcement and banking. So you can see that many banks use the color blue, and law enforcement too. They use between blue and black. Okay, so let's talk about stability and security. Blue can evoke feelings of safety, order, and independability. Now let's go to confidence and authority. Darker blue, in particular, are associated with authority, professionalism, and intelligence. Did you get that? Okay. Up next, we have creativity and inspiration. I'm looking down because I have my notes here. Okay, so creativity and inspiration, right? The color can also stimulate creativity and imaginative thinking. Isn't that amazing? That's why I said be intentional about everything you do, okay? Nothing just happens by chance. So if you want to feel certain type of way, from the color you pick, from what you say to what you eat, all of that. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit before I dive right into my summaries. Okay, so creativity and inspiration. The color can also stimulate creativity and imaginative thinking. Now let's go into the negative meanings. Now, personally, I'm not much of a negative person. So even if you're saying, oh, this thing have negative connotation, I'm like, you do with the negative part. I'm only going to deal with the positive part. But I also need to let you know, you that is watching me, but have you followed? Have you subscribed? Have you dropped that comment? Have you shared with someone that might love this type of content? Let's do this. Let me know what you want to see next. So negative meaning, sadness and depression. In Western culture, feelings, blue is a common idiom for sadness, and excessive blue can evoke feelings of depression. Excessive blue can evoke feeling of depression. That's what the Western culture, their beliefs. So let's say majority, because maybe it might not be all of them. Okay, so let's go to coldness. Blue can be perceived as cold, distant, and unemotional if overused. Cultural meanings. Western culture often signifies, so in Western culture, blue often signifies love, purity, and fidelity. As in the bridal tradition of something blue, it can also be associated with blue blood, when they talk about aristocracy, or in different contexts with physical entertainment. Eastern culture, in some cultures such as Iran and China, blue can be associated with mourning or death. So for different culture and different people, it means different things. Now you know that blue, when you hear blue, the sky is blue, the sea is blue, so you're talking about also nature, you're talking about life, purity, fairness. It just symbolizes a lot of good stuff, okay? But people also use it for some other stuff. So I will leave it there because I want to, like I said, yesterday I spoke to you people about the color green, and we just talked a little bit while we were preparing the fruit pomegranate. So today I said, let me just, since I'm sporting blue, okay, I didn't plan it. I just look, I'm like, oh, I'm wearing blue. So let me also just talk about the color before we get right into the fruit cleaning. Okay, so it's going to be a two-part video. All right, so be intentional. What are you grateful for today? I am grateful for waking up today. I am grateful for good health. I am grateful for sound mind. I am grateful for all the beautiful and positive thoughts. I am grateful for everything. Okay, because nothing happens by chance in your life. So be grateful even for those difficult moments, even for those things that for you, you feel like this is going to end you and whatnot. Look, everything worketh for the good of those who love God. So sometimes when the enemy comes with, let me do this, let me do that, God will just be chilling and like, okay, you're messing with my child, huh? Don't worry. So after the devil has gone in and done all of what the devil wants to do, then of course, the master of the universe. You are the master of the universe, conqueror and king Lord. You are the master of the universe. Let me not sing it too much because I don't own the right to the song, but this is a song by gospel artist Panam Pasipol. Anyway, so in case you're wondering the song I'm singing, Sungu Salelele, Motana Kwanza. Sungu Salelele, Sungu Salelele, Sungu Salelele. Motana from Nigeria. Anyways, Panam Pasipol, beautiful gospel singer in those days. Okay, he's been in the business for many years and and his songs are still hit. But anyway, I digress, but it is part of what we're talking about. Positivity, spirituality. I told you all yesterday, I did a little bit of introduction in the video I posted yesterday for those that are just coming into my channel newly, okay? Spirituality, fitness, health, wellness, well-being, psychological, spiritual, have I mentioned, all of that, emotional, and all of the whole 9 yards. We're just here to encourage you to do better. We're encouraging you to understand that even if you've been knocked down severally, it doesn't mean you should stay down there. Dust yourself up and keep moving. And whatever is happening in your life that you feel like it is done and dusted, don't worry. God is going to turn things around in your own favor. All of those gathering that the enemies are gathering, they're plotting, they're twisting, they're talking in secret and doing all of that will be exposed in the open and it will backfire. So don't worry yourself today. It doesn't matter. That job that you feel like you really needed, where you went, applied, but other people that you felt were not as qualified as you got the job, but you didn't, don't worry about it. A better one is coming for you. So don't worry about what is going on right now. Look at the bigger picture. Know that the universe, God has placed everything in place. When we will talk about this fruit, passion fruits, you will see the health benefit. I just want to talk I love talking about fruits, vegetables, and things like that, because you will notice from these things that God has actually placed everything that you need for your health, for you to live a better life and everything already there in nature. Okay, so all of this, I say, oh, medication, this and that was used for this medication. It is already here in our fruits and vegetables. Eat more, consume more, and be healthy. Thank you so much for joining me on this little bit of chat about colors, positivity, gratitude, and be grateful. It will take you a long way. Being positive, being grateful, gratitude alone, just waking up in the morning and say, thank you that I woke up today. Thank you, God, for waking me up today in good health and sound mind.